Most people think breaking point is just a moment, a sudden failure, a crash, a loss. But that's not true. Breaking point is not where things go wrong. It's where everything you ignored finally catches up. In Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, there's an event called Breaking Point. And if you look closely, it's not just a race. It's a perfect example of how people push themselves beyond control until they collapse. At the start of the race, everything feels manageable. You're in control, you're focused, you're pushing speed, but it still feels safe. This is how most people start anything. A new career, a new goal, a new phase of life. There's energy, there's excitement, but here's the problem. You slowly start pushing more. A little more speed, a little more risk, a little less control, and because nothing goes wrong immediately, you think you're fine. That's how breaking point begins. Not with failure, but with small ignored warnings. In this event, the road gets tighter. The turns get sharper. The pressure increases. But most players don't slow down. Why? Because they're already committed to speed. Same in real life. People ignore mental exhaustion, stress signals, lack of focus. Because they think, I can handle it. I just need to push a little more. But pushing without awareness is dangerous. Your limits don't disappear just because you ignore them. They wait, and then they hit all at once. And then it happens. One turn, one mistake, 1 second of lost control. Crash. That's the breaking point. But understand this clearly. The crash didn't happen in that moment. It was built over time. Every rushed decision, ignored signal, unnecessary risk, led to that one failure. In life, breaking point looks like burnout, emotional breakdown, quitting, suddenly losing control completely. And people say, it happened suddenly. No, it didn't. You just didn't notice it building. The players who win this event aren't the fastest. They're the ones who adjust. They slow down when needed. They control the car under pressure. They don't panic. This is the difference between reacting emotionally, responding intelligently. In life, pressure is constant. But control is a choice. You can panic and lose everything, or stay calm and recover. Most people don't fail because of pressure. They fail because they lose control under pressure. After a mistake, two things can happen. Some players panic, oversteer, crash again. Others stabilize, regain control, continue. The difference is not skill, it's mindset. In real life, failure is not the end, but emotional reaction can make it the end. If you crash and stay calm, you're still in the race. If you crash and panic, you're out. This is the hardest lesson, knowing when to slow down. Because slowing down feels like losing. But in reality, it's what keeps you in the race. In life, rest is not weakness, pacing is not failure, control is not slow. The fastest way to fail is to never slow down. Breaking point is not your enemy. It's a signal, a warning that you've gone too far without awareness. So next time you play this race in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, don't just focus on winning. Watch how you drive, because that's exactly how you're living your life. Are you pushing blindly? Are you ignoring limits? Or are you in control? Because in the end, it's not about how fast you go. It's about whether you can keep going without breaking.